Imagine a symbol of power and protection that has survived centuries of history, a group of ravens that guard not only a tower, but the very fate of a nation.
Wait, what? Ravens are actually believed to protect the Tower of London. How does that even work?
It's a fascinating mix of mythology and history that ties the ravens to the crown itself. If they were to fly away, it's said that Britain would face disaster.
But is there any truth to this tradition, or is it just a tall tale? The myth has deep roots in Celtic mythology. There's a tale of Bronn the Blessed, who was buried under a hill as a protector against invasions.
So, brimming with protective qualities, ravens were revered even back then. But did they have any other significance?
Absolutely. Ravens were seen as omens, guiding leaders and warriors, which builds a direct connection to their current role at the tower. This myth transcends the ages but still begs the question, are they mere symbolism, or do they play an essential role?
The ancient Romans held ravens in similar esteem. Augurs would seek omens in their behavior, determining the fate of battles.
Wow! So ravens have been viewed as important decision makers throughout history?
Yes, and their legacy endures in British culture. The tales of ravens' connections to victories and governance are significant, implying that should the ravens leave, it may invite chaos.
This is getting intense. What other legends support this?
Some dark legends emerge, particularly during the executions at the tower, where the ravens were said to be disturbingly involved.
Disturbingly involved in what way?
One author suggested that during Lady Jane Grey's execution, the ravens pecked the eyes from her severed head. It paints a graphic image.
Seriously? Are there other variations of how they ended up at the tower with clipped wings?
Yes. One tale involves Count Flamsteed complaining about wild ravens obstructing his astronomy. Turns out keeping ravens at the tower was a compromise.
So, are we led to believe these ravens are more important to London's history than just being quirky pets?
That's correct. Historically, ravens thrived in London and were known as beneficial scavengers. Yet they were systematically hunted down, leading to their captivity at the tower.
So the ravens are a product of both myth and harsh history. What about their status today?
Today, they're seen as tourist attractions, but it reflects a much darker history of the human-raven relationship.
And during World War II, the legend took an interesting turn, didn't it?
Indeed, the ravens became unofficial observers during the Blitz. It even led to Churchill ordering more birds to maintain their presence.
That's wild. But what happened to the ravens during all that chaos?
Sadly, many were lost due to bombs and stress, highlighting how entwined their fate was with that of the nation.
These birds became a focal point of hope post-war. Today, they are meticulously cared for, with a successful breeding program in place.
And their legacy continues through stories and events, like the recent hatching of chicks.
But with all this emphasis on the ravens, do you think they still carry the weight of the legend like they once did?
That's an intriguing question. We encourage listeners to share your thoughts or insights in the comments. Do you think ravens still have a say in the future of the tower and the crown?
The tales around these ravens are rich, but they spark unresolved questions about belief and reality.
And as they continue in their roles, we have to wonder, are these myths more bizarre than those surrounding the Capitol Hill Mystery Soda Machine or the 52 Hertz whale?
A perfect cliffhanger to ponder as we explore these captivating legends further.